In 1492, Christopher Columbus embarked on a historic voyage that would forever alter the course of history. Setting sail under the Spanish flag, he aimed to find a new route to Asia, but instead stumbled upon the islands of the Bahamas, landing on what he named San Salvador. This encounter marked the first contact between Europeans and the indigenous peoples of the Americas, specifically the Taino, who inhabited the region. The significance of this meeting cannot be overstated. It was a moment of cultural exchange that would lead to profound consequences for both the Taino and the European explorers. As Columbus approached the shores of San Salvador, he was filled with a sense of anticipation and wonder. The lush island, adorned with vibrant greenery and surrounded by crystal-clear waters, presented a breathtaking sight that stirred his imagination. The Taino people, the island's original inhabitants, referred to it as Guanahani, a name that would soon be overshadowed by Columbus's own designation. The unfamiliarity of the shore heightened his excitement. It was a new world, rich with potential and promise. As he stepped onto the land, he marveled at the vibrant flora and fauna, noting the exotic birds that filled the air with their songs. This moment was not just a geographical discovery, but also a profound encounter with the unknown. Columbus's initial observations reflected both awe and ambition as he envisioned the possibilities that lay ahead. The contrast between the serene beauty of the island and the impending changes brought by European exploration set the stage for a complex and transformative chapter in history. The initial interactions between Columbus and the Taino people were marked by an atmosphere of mutual curiosity and tentative exploration. As Columbus and his crew made contact with the Taino, they engaged in an exchange of gifts that symbolized their desire for friendship and understanding. Columbus presented items such as beads and trinkets, which fascinated the Taino, while they reciprocated with offerings of food and drink, showcasing their renowned hospitality. The Taino shared cassava bread, fruits, and local beverages, inviting the newcomers to partake in their culinary traditions. This exchange highlighted the warmth and openness of the Taino culture, as they welcomed Columbus and his men to their shores. However, the interactions also revealed significant cultural differences. The Taino's communal way of life contrasted sharply with the individualistic mindset of the Europeans. While Columbus viewed the encounter through the lens of conquest and opportunity, the Taino approached it with a spirit of generosity and curiosity. These initial moments set the stage for a complex relationship, as both parties navigated the unfamiliar terrain of each other's customs and values, foreshadowing the profound changes that would soon unfold in their worlds. The Taino women were integral to their society, embodying cultural practices that reflected their deep connection to nature and community. Body paint and adornments held significant meaning in Taino culture, serving as expressions of identity, status, and beauty. Women often adorned themselves with vibrant pigments derived from natural sources, such as annatto and charcoal, creating intricate designs that celebrated their heritage. Jewelry made from shells, beads, and gold further enhanced their appearance, showcasing their craftsmanship and creativity. This emphasis on adornment was not merely aesthetic. It symbolized their confidence and pride in their cultural identity. The Taino women's relationship with nature was evident in their attire, which often consisted of lightweight, flowing garments made from woven fibers, allowing them to move freely and comfortably in their lush environment. When Columbus and his crew encountered the Taino women, they were struck by their beauty and grace, often expressing admiration for their physical appearance and attire. The Spaniards' reactions reflected a mix of fascination and exoticism, as they viewed the Taino women through a lens of both appreciation and objectification. This initial encounter highlighted the cultural richness of the Taino people, while foreshadowing the complexities of future interactions. The Taino people's craftsmanship was exemplified in their expertly crafted dugout canoes, which played a vital role in their daily lives and trade. These canoes were designed for both functionality and durability, allowing the Taino to navigate the coastal waters and rivers with ease. Carved from single logs, the dugouts showcased the Taino's skill in selecting the right materials, typically using hardwoods like mahogany or cedar, which provided strength and buoyancy. The canoe-making process involved intricate techniques, including hollowing out the logs, using stone tools, and fire, a method that demonstrated their deep understanding of the materials at hand. The Taino utilized these canoes not only for fishing and transportation, but also as a means to establish trade networks that connected them to mainland regions. Through these networks, they exchanged goods such as cassava, pottery, and cotton, fostering relationships with neighboring tribes and enhancing their cultural richness. The craftsmanship of the Taino dugout canoes reflects their ingenuity and adaptability, showcasing a harmonious relationship with their environment. This connection to trade and exploration highlights the complexity of Taino society long before European contact, revealing a vibrant culture with established practices and networks. The Taino people captivated Columbus and his crew with vibrant dances and rituals that were deeply rooted in their cultural identity. The rhythms of the dances were lively and infectious, characterized by the use of drums made from hollowed logs and animal skins, creating a pulsating beat that resonated throughout the gathering. The movements were fluid and expressive, often mimicking the natural world, such as the swaying of trees or the flow of water, symbolizing their connection to nature and the spiritual realm. Each dance held specific meanings, often celebrating fertility, harvest, or honoring their ancestors, reinforcing the Taino's rich spiritual beliefs. Columbus and his crew observed these rituals with a mix of fascination and bewilderment, noting the Taino's deep reverence for their traditions. The spiritual practices, including offerings to their gods and communal prayers, highlighted the Taino's belief in the interconnectedness of life and the importance of maintaining harmony with the universe. These rituals were not merely performances. They were vital expressions of Taino identity, reflecting their values, history, and communal bonds. The dances and ceremonies served as a powerful reminder of the cultural richness that existed long before European contact, emphasizing the Taino's enduring legacy. Columbus's later encounters with the Carib people presented a stark contrast to his initial interactions with the Taino. The Caribs were known for their warlike nature and exhibited a cautious demeanor towards the Spaniards, wary of their intentions. Unlike the welcoming Taino, the Caribs approached Columbus and his crew with a sense of suspicion, reflecting their history of conflict and resistance against outsiders. This initial caution was indicative of their fierce independence and warrior spirit, which set them apart from the more communal and hospitable Taino. The cultural practices of the Caribs also differed significantly. They were known for their raiding expeditions and a more aggressive approach to territorial disputes. Their impressive canoes, larger and more robust than those of the Taino, were designed for both warfare and long-distance travel, showcasing their seafaring skills and adaptability. The Caribs utilized these vessels to navigate the waters with agility, reinforcing their reputation as formidable warriors. As Columbus engaged with the Caribs, he encountered a society that was not only resilient, but also deeply rooted in its traditions of strength and survival, highlighting the complexities of indigenous cultures in the Caribbean during this transformative period. Columbus's encounters with the Taino and Carib peoples encapsulated a profound contrast between initial wonder and the looming tensions that would soon follow. The early interactions with the Taino were characterized by curiosity and mutual exchange, fostering a sense of hope for cultural collaboration. However, this initial goodwill quickly gave way to the harsh realities of conquest as Columbus and his crew sought to exploit the resources and lands of the indigenous populations. While there was potential for meaningful cultural exchange, the overwhelming drive for European expansion ultimately overshadowed these possibilities. The encounters with the Caribs further highlighted this dynamic, as their warlike nature and resistance to colonization underscored the complexities of indigenous responses to European intrusion. The lasting impact of these encounters on indigenous populations was devastating. The introduction of diseases, forced labor, and violent conflict led to significant demographic and cultural shifts. The Taino and Carib peoples faced profound disruptions to their ways of life, resulting in the erosion of their cultures and identities. Reflecting on these encounters reveals the intricate tapestry of human interaction, where moments of connection were often marred by the darker impulses of conquest, leaving a legacy that continues to resonate in discussions of colonial history today. If you found this video insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking the video, and sharing it with others who may be interested in learning more about this pivotal moment in history. Your support helps us create more engaging content that delves into the complexities of our world's history. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.